Hey everybody, Dieter Bohn here, back for WM Experts, and what a week we have had. First it was the Pantech Duo, then it was the Motorola Q9H, and now, as you can see, it's the T-Mobile Shadow, and it's made by HTC, who continue their practice of having very nice black boxes and also continue their practice of having ridiculously strong tape on the box. So let me dig a key out here. While I do that, I'll tell you that the T-Mobile Shadow is a Windows Mobile 6 standard device, which is to say it does not have a touch screen, but the trade-off there is you get a smaller device with slightly better battery life. And there it is. It is a very good-looking device. It feels great. Nice rounded curves, nice soft touch paint, and it doesn't weigh anything. There must not be a battery in it, so let's go hunting for that. Take the foam out, and let's see what's in the box. All right, under the paper, the first thing I see here is an adapter that lets you charge and also listen to music at the same time. We've got a pair of headphones that plugs right into that funny little mini USB jack that HTC is so fond of. We've got manuals and a SIM card if you don't happen to have one of those. All right, on this side, we've got a case, kind of chintzy, and a battery. And we also have a sync cable. And of course, we have got a charger. Very good, standard stuff. So let's set that aside and take a closer look at the device. All right, as you can see, it's very good looking, very glossy. There are your soft buttons. Then you got your home, your back, your send, your end, and that neat scroll wheel that is a 5-way, and you can also roll it around. On the bottom, you've got your talk hole. You've got your camera. You've also got a multi-button that you can push once for one function or hold it down for a second function. Clean on the top. On this side, you got your volume, and you've got your mini USB port, and that's in a really awkward place, especially if you're going to use this thing to listen to music. You don't want to have a headphone sticking out the side. That's very strange. So you might want to consider investing in an adapter, Bluetooth headphones or something, I guess. And we're using micro SD for expansion. And of course, that's the best part, the slide out keyboard. HTC really has their stuff down with that spring-loaded slide function. It's really nice. All right, so let's take a closer look at the keyboard itself. Each button has got a horizontal ridge on it so you can feel where they are pretty easily. There's also a little nub on the 5 so you can get used to typing on it without looking directly at it. And the buttons actually feel pretty decently. There's not too much clackiness to it, but there is some travel. All right, comparisons. First comparison should be, of course, the Dash, because they are basically the same phone. Specs on the Shadow are a little bit better, but they both have Wi-Fi and Edge. You can see that the Shadow is a little bit thicker, not much, but not as wide and not as tall. And I personally think the build quality on the Shadow is a little bit better than the Dash. Comparing it to the Wing, I think that the Shadow is much better. Of course, it's smaller in all directions, shorter, not as wide, not as thick. But again, the big thing here is that the build quality is much, much better on the Shadow than it is on the Wing, which frankly isn't saying much. I think the build quality in the Wing is pretty poor, nevertheless. Okay, let's take a look at the software. Here's a little scroll wheel here, but the main innovation on the software is this Great Today screen. Microsoft actually developed this for HTC and T-Mobile. And you can see it follows this sort of a carousel theme where you go up and down through different options and then left and right to go through sub options. And you go up and down by pressing on the 5-way, and you can go left and right either by pressing or by scrolling on the scroll wheel. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, I really do think this is the future of Windows Mobile. They've done it on the Trio 500V with Vodafone, that carousel interface. We see this carousel sort of like interface here, and then there was that rumor not too long ago about Windows Mobile 6.1 was going to have some kind of interface like this. It might actually be that rumor was pointing at this device. Anyway, let's jump into the application and see what's included. I want to check this instant messaging, make sure they're still using Oz. I hope that they are, and yes, they are. It's powered by Oz. Very good. And let's use the scroll wheel to punch through what else we've got. You can sync to the T-Mobile address book. They're still stuck using T-Zones if you want to sign up for the standard T-Zone stuff to save some money on the internet, but I'm not a fan of it. Nice to see in-hand and live search built into the ROM. But what I'm really looking for here is a Notes application. It's not standard with Windows Mobile Standard, but I want to show you the keyboard. So let's see if we can find it. And I'm not seeing it. Not going to be in Office Mobile. You can't create a new dock there. Not here in Accessories, so we're going to have to try something else. So let's jump over. Before I show you the keyboard, though, I want to show you this unlock feature. On the Duo, if to unlock, you had to hit the star. You had to slide it open. With this, you hit unlock and then you hit the home button to unlock it. So that's actually a lot more convenient. Somebody was thinking there. Okay, so let's just jump into the calendar here and make a new appointment so I can show you the keyboard and how it is to type on it. So we'll make a new appointment and we'll slide her open and start typing. Now, this is actually my first time ever typing on a physical SureType keyboard. I've never done it before. I have typed on a soft keyboard on the touch, but this is a little bit different. And I gotta say, right now I'm staring at the keys. You can see me going not too fast, but not too bad. And it's very easy. I do not know how I'll do when I come upon words that aren't in the dictionary. But until then, boy, well, I messed up one word there. But otherwise, I think the keyboard is pretty good. So there you go. It's the T-Mobile Shadow on, obviously, T-Mobile, Windows Mobile 6 Standard, Wi-Fi and Edge for data. Incredibly good build quality, light, feels very good in the hand. I think this is the best Windows Mobile device available on the T-Mobile network today.